Good afternoon, dear friends. It is finally Friday. I don't even know, 26th, I guess. More importantly, 1 week from today, Good Friday, the best Friday. If you don't know why, maybe you should do a little reading. Um, I believe firmly that it is the best or most important holiday of the year. I When you do your reading, it says that Good Friday was a pretty dismal day, right? I actually need to do some research. I want to say the Romans made the calendar, but I don't know. It's important enough that people started a calendar over it. That is what our calendar is based on, right? 2021 years AD, after the death of Christ, which technically was Good Friday. And again, I think one of the most important holidays. Um, it was the sacrifice. Just different, though. Very different, very dismal day. If you read about Christmas, which, by the way, was in the fall, um, Mary and Joseph are actually on their way to the registration because the Romans kept like immaculate books, or the best they could, right? Really accurate books. And people had to show up every fall after the harvest. They had to show up to like pay their taxes and get on the books and do the thing and make sure that they were there, get accounted for. Um, so that was like September after harvest, when they were on their way, and they ended up, Mary ended up giving birth to Jesus. And there were like angels everywhere, thousands of angels everywhere. The shepherds were scared to death because all these creatures were around. I mean, angels are pretty intimidating beings. Well, anyway, it was supposed to be some sort of glorious event, really. Light everywhere in the middle of the night and just craziness. Um, but 27 years later, on Good Friday, there was not an angel to be found. Uh, Nothing. Dark skies. People saying horrible things. 9 o'clock in the mornings when this started, that they said, and uh, no light shined throughout the day. It was very dark. They said there was an eclipse actually. So, really, really grim. Um, and of course, around 3 o'clock in the afternoon, Jesus passed. The veil was torn. There was an earthquake, and all this other stuff happened. But that's when the sacrifice was made, and that's important. That's like, wouldn't that be the most important? You would think would be the sacrifice. And as we're told and taught, we should make sacrifices for those around us just the same. Um, I don't know. I would never claim to be a great person. I'm kind of a hypocritical douchebag, judgy asshole. You know, I have horrible moments. Um, so I would never claim to be perfect. None of us are. But I try, and ask for guidance. Like on a daily basis. Uh, so it's a good time to forego the vices and make sure that the importance of that day is recognized, and continue to push the the golden rule, and the fact that we should do our best to take care of those around us, take care of our neighbors, do unto others. There's 100 ways to say it, And every day, I think we have an opportunity to do it. And if anybody's at fault more than me, then I challenge that, because I'm horrible. Uh, you know, we're supposed to uh, help out whenever we can, and I know I don't. Uh, Sometimes I try. Jesus gave up his life, for our sins, and we struggle to give up the parking spot at the grocery store, and we get frustrated and we get angry, we get aggravated because of the struggles of everyday life. But where we are, and the people I'm speaking to, we have it pretty good. You go to a third world country, and you just take a look around, and it wakes you up real quick. Of course, then you get back home, and we get lulled into the day-to-day grind of all this third world or first world problem shit that we're dealing with. And we don't really take the time to realize that what we strive for, and the frustrations we have in that journey to get from point A to point B are frivolous. The struggles are petty. The desires are petty. We got it good. We really got it good. And we should be thankful every day, and we should do better to help people out around us. I try, and I'm horrible. I apologize, and man, I don't know. I don't know. Other than trying harder every day, making a real effort. I don't know. It's human nature. We're bound by it. I'm sure there's a good way to change it. So, if you have any suggestions, don't hesitate to post them, because I could sure use the advice. And I hope that we all can find better ways to be better people. I mean, I know people that are absolutely horrible. I do, and I try to avoid, poor nature. I do my very best to be positive, and that's sometimes hard to do. But when things look dismal, things look crappy, throw on some good music and just jam out and find something to do. I've got plenty to do here. Trust me, there's plenty to do. One thing goes wrong and I have to start over with something else, and time gets away, and just too many irons in the fire, and I cannot get everything cleared off of the bench so that I can at least just do cleanup. And then once the cleanup's done, here come 3 more things that I got to take care of. That's a challenge, and it gets very frustrating. And I just try to maintain that positive attitude. Try to keep driving on, and just don't let it get to me. That is a big, big challenge. But again, first world problems. I mean, I'm worried about cleaning my bench, right? But the guy in Haiti's worried about making it back from his 3-mile trek to get fresh water. So put it into perspective. I got to get over myself. I think a lot of us do, and spend this next Friday or even the next week in remembrance, of all that was given for us. And it's kind of a trade-off. I mean, we can talk the talk, but can we walk the walk, right? I mean, that's really the challenge, is doing the good deeds, doing the good things that we're tasked to do, which at the end of the day, take care of your neighbor. So I will try. I will try. Again, I'm a judgy douchebag. My neighbor is a pain in the ass. Well, not really, because they don't bother me, but it just, I don't know. It's my judgy nature, and I'm a horrible human being for being judgy. It shouldn't be that way. It should be so much easier. But my damn ego, I don't know. Is it ego? Is it blood pressure? I don't know. I'm not going to blame it on anything else but me. And I'll try to do better. And I don't know. I can only promote that we all try to do better. Cheers. No vices for a couple days anyway, right? As much as I'd like to. But I hope everyone has a wonderful weekend. And more importantly, has a wonderful next Friday, Good Friday. And have a happy Easter, which, again, I just judgy, picky, OCD. Easter's a pagan holiday. It's Resurrection Day, if you will. But, be joyful and be thankful. And be giving. Give to your neighbors and friends and those in need. It's really important. And wish you all a wonderful, wonderful time.